Hi, I'm Vicki Leng. I'm from the Country Trust. I'm the Food Discovery Manager, and I've been working delivering food discovery in Sacred Heart Primary School in Gorton for 5 years. Initially we had funding to run the project here, and the head was really keen to be involved. She spoke to me at the very beginning about the children's lack of knowledge of where their food came from. That was her kind of starting point, and she thought learning about cooking and growing, going on farm visits might be a way for the children to be a bit more connected with their food and where it comes from. After the first year, she said they were getting so much more out of it than that. They were learning so much more. She said she realised there was a huge hole in what they were being taught, what they were teaching the children, and that this project was really plugging that hole. So I've been working there ever since. Gradually we've been making the school more sustainable in that I've been training teachers and TAs to deliver what I was doing in terms of cooking and growing. The approach the school has taken is to make it as embedded into the curriculum as they possibly can, so that no teacher has the excuse to say they don't want to get involved, because it's completely connected to the science curriculum, and I've been working with a science coordinator to help her do that. I come in and I've been sort of supervising and assisting and been doing training with the teachers and teaching assistants, and they've completely run with it. It's been amazing to watch teaching assistants who didn't want to try new food and now teaching children how to eat new food. Teaching assistants who didn't know, had never seen certain vegetables, and now chopping them up, eating them, cooking with them, and those children are learning all that from them. It's just been amazing to watch. Including the ladies in the office are now growing their own vegetables at home. So it's not just the pupils that have been positively influenced by what we're doing here, it's the non-teaching staff as well. They're really fortunate in that they have the parish gardens, which is the gardens affiliated to the church, which the school is affiliated to, and they can come here and use the space here. But it's a small space that they garden in. Most schools can grow something, and children can have the benefit of growing and cooking with what they grow. It's sort of closing the circle, going to farms and seeing those big food businesses, that food is an industry, that farming is an industry, and understanding where they fit into that industry as consumers and how they can buy more consciously, whether that's seasonal, whether that's British produce, whether that's looking for farms that they might have driven past. It's putting them into that bigger context of where food comes from and seeing where they fit into that. And knowing that they can grow something themselves and get their hands dirty, and appreciating that food is a business is something that we're really working on. They can run playground markets where they understand the concept of buying in, supply and demand, selling at a profit, and how difficult that can be for certain vegetables. So some things will always sell at a profit. Strawberries and cherries you can sell to anybody. It's really hard to sell turnips, and yet turnips are really tasty, and learning how they can sell turnips to people who might never have tasted them before. So they really gain a lot from the project. Okay, so here's a radish which has gone to seed, and you've got all the flowers and seed pods and the root and the little vegetable. And a really good teacher will take that back to class, even though it's gone to seed, doesn't matter. You can harvest the plant, and you can look at all the different parts of a plant that you need to learn about in science. So you've got the root, it's got little taproot, you've got the swollen root, the bit you eat, you've got the stem, you've got the leaves. Further up, you've got little buds coming. You can get the children to find buds. You've got the flowers coming out, and then even further up the plant, you've got the seeds starting to form. And when you get a nice big seed pod, you can open that up and you see the seeds, and they're right back to, this is what I planted to start off with. And they will connect all of that together. And for so many children, they don't get that opportunity. So they see a seed, but they won't necessarily connect it back to the plant. So there is so much learning just in what looks like a spent plant, and yet there's a whole science lesson in that.